Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Today I selected a very important topic, the stress management, which is quite important to motivate people, especially we all know because of pandemic, because of economic issues and because of inflation globally, the stress percentage or the kind of stresses in the minds of everyone is going up and up. So because of this terrible increase in stress, I thought why not to speak up on this subject. It might be it would help someone to release some stresses or to manage it effectively. No doubt, stress means you are unable to control your emotions in because of any terrible situation. It could be your domestic issues, maybe financial issues, maybe some stresses at your job, because a lot of people have lost their job because of this pandemic. And we can't even imagine how much stress they could have been facing, especially unable to support their families, meeting their basic needs, and how much stress the government of every country is facing nowadays because of this pandemic, and how much stress, especially in supply chain management processes are facing, especially the logistic companies and even the exporters and importers, by not meeting the essential needs of the community in each country. And a lot of stresses we have because we don't know how to manage our stresses. Because if we are uh, unaware how to manage different stresses, that means the ratio will go up. And the probability of heart attack, probability of blood pressure, and plenty of other diseases inside, which are becoming more harmful, definitely will be occupied with them, God forbid. That is the reason I selected this subject. And I will share my personal experience as well, how I manage my stress. First of all, in my mind, I always create two categories of stresses. One, the positive stresses, which are truly important for me to keep me active, to uh, put me out of my bed early morning. Actually, if I have something to perform, something to complete, any sort of project, or any job I need to perform for my family, for anyone else, that positive stress is leading to my life. And that's the domain of positive stress, is keeping me successful even in terrible situations. But most importantly, I'll discuss about the terribly negative stresses which directly damaging our emotional, physical, and even mental peace. And without a peace, a human life is nothing. Sometimes I say, you are billionaire, you are the richest person in the world, but you don't have peace in your mind or in your heart, you are the poor person in the world because you don't have peace within you. Accept the stresses all the way around, either how to keep safe my wealth, how to open up more businesses, expanding your businesses, but forgetting your emotional needs or your spiritual needs, keeping peace within yourself or finding time for yourself. And because of that bad strategy, our stresses are going up and up. Yes, we must have dreams, we must have goals, we must have a broadened vision to achieve those goals and dreams as well. but not by killing us, not by killing our emotional or heartly or even spiritual peace actually within ourselves, which is very much important to be happy. And a person who doesn't have anything except 1,000 rupees per day or maybe $50 per day, but he's happy. According to me, he's the most wealthiest person in the world because he's happy, right? So ultimately, happiness matters. Now, we, each individual, each one of us, have to think about either we are happy or we are unhappy. When we are happy, when we are becoming unhappy. When our mood is because of our poor secretary skills, or we are unnecessary stress we are getting, from our surroundings actually. I don't remember the name of the gentleman, but he just for releasing our stress, he gave a formula like, do you have a problem? If you say yes, then you can create one more question. Do you have the solution? Can you resolve it? Yes. Then why worry? Then why stress? Then why you have stress? If you have a problem and you can solve it, then why worry? But yes, if you have a problem, do you have a problem? Yes, we have problem. Can you solve them? No. Then why worry? Then why you are going to take stresses? Like if something is out of your control or out of your domain, like you can't control, you can, it's like pandemic, no one is, nobody can do anything because the stress is the trickle down effects, the bad effects on economy, on countries, on health, everywhere, it will be increased for sure. But if those stresses we are putting, in our brains, in our hearts, so it will destroy our mental peace, our happiness, our spiritual powers will go down. So even a minor stress can kill us. That is why I'm going to share 4 important A's to stress management. Like the, the first most important word is to avoid unnecessary stress. Give some shut up calls to your brain. Like if he's giving you perceived threats, yes, there are some genuine threats or stresses that you can cope up if you are mentally strong enough. And if you believe in yourself and believe in Allah, you have faith, of course you can resolve them because nothing is impossible. And remember, Allah helps those who help themselves. So the first single most important part is avoid unnecessary stresses. If you're unable, then alter the situation, find out any alternate. I mean, change the direction or accept the things you can't change and adopt to the situation. And some people, they have plenty of hobbies to release their stresses. Like in my case, morning walk is the best strategy. Doing some exercise, having more time with my family, with my kids, it releases a lot of stress, no more worries. And most importantly, any business relevant stresses are there, like if I'm not getting more projects. So I always bear in mind one thing, like something is better than nothing. And the moment I have gratitude within myself and my attitude is positive, and I know I need to put more efforts to gain more business opportunities, so I'll go for it, but not by taking stresses, by using my passionate energy. and I'll move on and we'll put more hard work, more smart work, and we'll try to get more projects for sure, inshallah. Instead of taking terrible stresses and demolishing my energies, and then hard to move on. In the same way, if I have some issues like in execution, let me share maybe one story would appreciate you. Like in one of the project, I signed a project and it was in Toraf, Saudi Arabia. And on the other side, very next day, I have to move back to Riyadh to deliver one more project to one of the mega contractor of Saudi electricity, and along with their Saudi electricity consultants and engineers. Now the challenge was in Riyadh there was sandstorm and all flights were cancelled because only one flight is going to Taraf within 24 hours. So you have only one opportunity: catch this flight and move on to Riyadh. Otherwise, plan for next day. Now, since I gave the commitment, and this is by nature, once I have given the commitment, I always try to fulfill it at any cost, And because of this habit and strong commitment, along with that customer, of course, I tried my level best. I took bus, went to Arar, from Arar to Riyadh, full night travel, and then next day 8 o'clock, I was in front of them. Deliver the session up to 4 o'clock, and then I shared that story how I reached here, and we got more projects because that was a trial project, with that customer. So instead of demolishing our energies because of this stress, much better to be a problem resolver, because problem creator, creating complications, discouraging people, or kind of demotivating yourself by yourself, avoid it. Avoid such kind of bad practices, within yourself. Yes, we truly need to learn how to relax, how to have some kind of music, but in our Islam, we love to listen Quran or Nahr or, something which can give us, or maybe some kalam, we call it Sufi kalam, or we might have some hobbies like gardening and, meditation, and we'll move on with some, watching some motivational videos. Otherwise, travel is another best way to release your stresses, along with your exercise strategies also. But in exercise, be regular and see, you'll get more energy to cope up all challenges. And personally, whenever I see, inflation rate is going up, I put more hard work. I apply more efforts, because if more inflation is there, that means if I'm working for 8 hours, I'll increase up to 10 hours, or maybe 12 hours. Because I know the more hard work or the more time I'll spend in business, or more chances or more revenue I'll try to get in, inshallah. So choices are our own. We want to let the stress to kill us, or we want us to be brave enough, to bold enough, and to keep our emotional intelligence in the right direction, instead of and changing this stress into well-beings, actually. And a lot of suicidal attempts are being happening because people are unable to manage their stresses. Many heart attacks, the studies have shown, people have faced, during morning time to reach on time in their offices, and because of this stress, they are facing heart attack because they're not emotionally sound, or might be they don't have stress management skills. And sometimes a sudden disaster make us shocked and we are unable to control our nerves, and this stress is also killing our energies, changing our moods, lifestyles. It's very much important, guys, to improve our stress management skills. And this is just kind of a starting video. You can say spot number one, just a brief introduction, but in future, I'll share a lot of techniques, one by one, how we can improve our stress management skills. It's very much important. Like if your time management skills are effective, your stresses will be less because you can manage your every second in a better way with better productive techniques. So your stress will go down. You are a problem resolver. In any situation, you don't be slave of circumstances. You don't let your bad circumstances to dominate you. So you try your level best to fight back and find out the solutions and to resolve the issues instead of running from the issues. The more you will run from the issues or go with some bad habits, like you're going to be chain smoker because you have stress, you'll start drinking because you have stress, you'll start fighting with your family because you are in stress. What's the benefit? You are creating more stress. So instead of running from the problems, because everybody has problems. I mean, tell me even a single person who's going to say, oh, I don't have any stress, I don't have any problem. And also find out a person who is taking unnecessary stresses and is successful in his life. No, he can't. Because he's slave of stresses. Yes, it's not easy. We have to be mentally strong. We have to be bold enough. We have to be confident enough. Our belief, our faith, a lot of things. Our decision power, our emotional intelligence skills, our convincing power, in other words, to convince others to work with us and release our business stresses, or going to be more socialized, to have some more friends, and moving on with a better happiness plans. So you want to, now I'm leaving this question to all of you. Do you have stress? If your answer is yes, are you bold enough to manage your stress or to deal with it? If you're not bold enough, then how you can increase, how you can improve your boldness? Do you need some counseling? Contact me. My WhatsApp number is there. Any sort of stress you have as a professional, as a businessman, as a family man, any one of you globally, if you have stress, contact me, and might be I can share personally some techniques other than this video, because I don't want to put this video so long. So in future, I'll share some case studies, how we can tackle this stress and how we can develop stress management skills. Thank you very much. And if you like our videos, it's a daily learning club, the training zone, best international training zone by Ishtiyaq Rana. So if you believe these videos are giving some benefit to you, so please refer, like, share, subscribe. So let the community get some benefit out of it. Because mostly in my videos, I'm sharing my experience along with some others, how I'm handling different kind of issues in my life, or how I can motivate to others. Because we have demotivators everywhere. Most of the time, people love to demotivate us, especially the media groups. Always the negative vibe, the 90% negative things we are listening. So how 10% can fight back with 90%? So we have to be optimistic, not to be pessimistic, and see Allah's blessings, inshallah. And as a Muslim, what we believe, Allah's zikr, like, just all the time, have zikr ilahi will make us more happier and keeping us more healthier. Now it's up to you, whatever religion you have, whatever faith you have, find out the way where you feel more happiness and where, or any activity help you to release your stresses. Move on with them, you know. Good luck, be happy, be healthy. May Allah bless to all of you. Thank you very much. And I hope it will create some spark within you, inshallah.